Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open the show with our first contest. One fall, your referee, Mr. John Finnegan. Introducing first, he is led to the ring by the boss, Mike Tartaglia, from Sewell, New Jersey. Weighing in at 212 pounds, this is Little Mikey.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ECWA's 46th annual show here in Newark, Delaware. I am Anthony J. Chico, and look who decided to show up. My commentary partner, none other than John Jermaine Esquire. Welcome back, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I am very happy to be back after a summer sabbatical. And, you know, it's incredible to think that this company, the East Coast Wrestling Association, now in its 46th year. I mean, just as a sidebar, in independent wrestling, 5 years is fantastic for a company. You and I know that. Many out there know that. 46 years is unmatched. And every year it keeps getting bigger, keeps getting better. Tonight we'll make history, and we'll get there when we get there. But it's just a testament to this company, to its brand, to its fans, to the men and women who have sweat and bled for this company. So thank you to everybody for your continued support. But we kick things off tonight, with Little Mikey. With his uncle Mikey, Mike Tartaglia, and a singles contest. And I want to ask you, Mr. Anthony J. Chico, the implications of this matchup specifically as we look ahead to future competitors for the Mid-Atlantic title, whether or not Chris Wilde prevails tonight and gets a title shot at Ricky Martinez down the road.
I mean, we saw it right there from the start. We did get interrupted a little bit by Ricky the Model Martinez, but when does he not interrupt somebody? If it was a little bit unclear, I don't know if you want to make it a little bit clearer for the fans out there. If Chris Wilde and Renee Michelle are able, either one of them are able to win the match against Ricky Martinez and Amber, in October, Chris Wilde will get a shot at Ricky Martinez's Mid-Atlantic title. And as I was saying, Chris Wilde will get a shot at Ricky Martinez's Mid-Atlantic Championship. But as you were saying, these two men especially, you know, there's quite a few competitors here in the ECWA who are right along the lines of the Mid-Atlantic, you know, competing for the Mid-Atlantic title. And these are two prime candidates. But what it seems like is that the boss is pretty much putting anybody new who comes in who may eventually be able to, you know, compete for the Mid-Atlantic title. The boss is making sure they got a lot to go through before they start getting into those matches.
Well, and clearly you get the sense that he's priming the pump for Little Mikey to have an opportunity of his own. Now, granted, he's not explicitly in Ricky Martinez's corner, but I think he's content to let Ricky Martinez's title reign play out. But you know the boss, if someone else gets the strap, he's going to line it up for Little Mikey to have the opportunity. On the other side of that, however, is a guy in Napalm, a known commodity now around the ECWA. Big body, but moves really quickly, very agile for his size. Possibly the best athlete on this entire roster, pound for pound. Would be really interesting to see him in a lockup with Ricky Martinez for that title, or Chris Wilde for that matter, depending on what happens. But here we go. Bell sounded. Your referee for this match, Mr. John Finnegan.
And of course, you know, Chris Wilde is no stranger whatsoever to the Mid-Atlantic Championship. So, I mean, it's nothing new to him to win something like that. But it's still an accomplishment nonetheless. And either one of these men, tremendous competitors.
Well, and I was going to say, both in tremendous shape, too, tonight. You know, I think they announced Napalm at 255. He has put on some serious muscle in the last few months. And Little Mikey, you know, say what you will about him as a person, but as an athlete and as a competitor, in prime condition every time he shows up here to an ECWA event, never an easy out on his own. You add to that the boss in his corner. He is a tough nut to crack to try to get a W over.
mean, you know what? I was just thinking, when he first came into the ECWA, you kind of figured, oh, of course, Little Mikey wins again because of the boss. Little Mikey's only going to be a little bit, be successful because of the boss. But you know what? More and more, as we watch him wrestle, I don't doubt for a second that he'd be able, if something should happen between him and the boss is no longer in his corner, he's not going to have a problem whatsoever.
Another collar and elbow, and again, Napalm Bomb just discarding of Little Mikey. Oh, with a short paintbrush from the enraged Tartaglia nephew. Oh, that's probably a mistake. I wouldn't turn my back on a 255-pound man who you just slapped in the face.
Oh, looks like a paint roller.
It's a paint can.
You gotta one up me, though.
Yeah. Side headlock applied here. Great leverage from Napalm. Shot off into the ropes. Do-si-do, around we go. Oh! Got him looking. I can't believe that actually worked.
I can. We're talking about Little Mikey here.
Well, when the family tree's a telephone pole, the common sense may be lacking. Did I just say that out loud?
You did.
Oops.
You better hope, I was going to say you better hope the boss doesn't buy a copy. He's not going to buy a copy. He's going to have a copy anyway. You better hope he was doing something else in another room when he gets to the part where you said that.
Side headlock by Little Mikey. I guess my question for you, big picture for Little Mikey, does having the boss in his corner help or hurt long term? Would he be better off without him in terms of his credibility, or does his presence help him in terms of getting those opportunities and capitalizing?
Well, it depends. I think it depends on what. I think it depends on what happens between them. If he manages to stay with the boss the whole time, it can only help him because the boss is the boss. If he wants things to happen, they will happen. I mean, not all the time, as we can see in certain cases, but if he wants things to happen, they can happen. If there's something negative that happens between the two of them, the boss has that same power to make sure things don't happen for Little Mikey. So it can hurt him in the long run. You know what amazes me? How does Napalm Bomb wrestle an entire match and not have that do-rag come off his head?
Duct tape.
Really?
Oh, and he gets Mikey again. And a big clothesline follows up on the fourth slap of indignity.
Are you guessing, or do you know that it's
the fourth slap?
No, the duct tape.
Oh, I'm just guessing.
Oh, okay.
I did know it was the fourth slap, though.
You think it's like double-sided tape, like the celebrities use and stuff?
Well, it could be. Well, Little Mikey coalescing on the outside in the arms of his loving uncle. That was a sentence I didn't want to ever have to say.
I'm surprised you finished it.
Sometimes the mouth is faster than the brain, and more importantly, the gag reflex.
Well, mouth faster than the brain. We're looking at the boss out here. I mean, he doesn't always sound like he thinks before he speaks. He just kind of talks and rambles, kind of like me.
And Napalm Bomb! A rude welcome back to the ring for Little Mikey. It has been all Napalm all the time in this contest.
I'm surprised you remember these guys' names. We're going to show here and there, and, Oh. I say one more. I agree. And Circle gets the square.
Vicious knife edge chop. I took one show off in July, and I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, but you see, you didn't come here in July, and then we didn't have a show in August, so that's like 2 months.
Oh,
people can forget stuff.
Were you in withdrawal? Were you missing me?
I had to do 2 jobs.
Drop kick to the knee, and Napalm goes face first into the middle turnbuckle.
I mean, I did them quite well.
And now the boss on the outside.
That's not cool.
But you know what? That speaks to the earlier discussion. This is the advantage you have with the boss on the outside. He bends the rules without breaking them.
You're right, because if the boss wasn't out there, it's quite possible that as Little Mikey's in the other corner, Napalm Bomb is refueling. And the boss didn't allow it.
Nice short elbow from Little Mikey. Cover. 1.5 did not hook the far leg. Nice short knee to the thoracic spine of Napalm Bomb. Make it a double. It's a combo meal at this point from Little Mikey. And now he's going to leverage that chin and ratchet back on the neck and spine of Napalm Bomb.
Little Mikey cut that one off quickly.
You know, I'm impressed. Little Mikey, for his, obviously you talk about the boss being in his corner, very technical with, nice clothesline there, with where and how he applies pressure, what he attacks. Going after the spine, knowing that Napalm Bomb's finisher is that swanton off the top. He knows that. He wants to weaken that back, so even if he hits it, or better yet misses it, it's going to hurt even more.
I mean, that's where we got to give Little Mikey credit. I mean, he comes out here with the bossing like how, again, like you were saying, he's got that little bit of an advantage, however unfair, when the boss is out here just like that. But I mean, Little Mikey, all in all, Little Mikey is a great wrestler. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to take a guy down.
Right now, it's Little Mikey in control, but Napalm Bomb, he's one of those, I sort of call it that momentum offense type, a lot like VSK. Those guys get on a roll, they're going to steamroll right through you. Nice neck breaker. Hooks the leg. 2! And so the trick for Little Mikey, keep Napalm from getting that momentum. Or in this case, keep him from getting back up.
And that do-rag is somehow still on. It's like halfway. I think it's ripped.
Off the middle turn, buckle. Oh my! Wanted the axe handle blocked into an explosive belly-to-belly suplex. Overhead variation. That's some impressive power and quickness from Napalm Bomb.
You see how long he held on to that too. He kind of, he let him go, but it looked like at the last second, kind of slammed him down behind.
Referee John Finnegan's count to 5 already. Looks like Little Mikey has an edge in the race back to the vertical base. Both men up about the same time, however. Oh, nice short right. Matched by Napalm Bomb. Now trading rights back and forth between Little Mikey and Napalm Bomb, and a big clothesline. And the axe handle smash to the chest. Here it is. Got that leg up around the throat. It's that momentum offense of Napalm Bomb coming into play. He's starting to feel it, starting to get on a roll.
See, and Napalm Bomb recognizes that Little Mikey can hold his own in that ring, so he's going right after him. The minute he gets up, Napalm Bomb, as long as he has enough in the tank, Napalm Bomb is right after. Oh, wow.
Very nicely done. And now he's going up to the high rent district. But Mike Tartaglia up on the apron. And he tosses Napalm off the top. Little Mikey grabs him, hooks the leg. 2, 3.
12 minutes, 41 seconds. Your winner, Little Mikey.
Well, there you go. We talked about it all match, and it played out exactly the way you expected. It was a combination of the technical attack of Little Mikey on the mid-back of Napalm Bomb, and so when Napalm got dumped off the top by the boss, made it that much more impactful. Quick roll-up, 1, 2, 3, and an impressive win for Little Mikey. And for Napalm Bomb, let's be honest, hasn't had very good luck in his early tenure in the ECWA, and you can see his frustrations boiling over a little bit after another defeat in an ECWA ring.
It was not necessarily a defeat at the hands of Little Mikey, at least not Little Mikey alone. I mean, again, Napalm Bomb, I think he was just about to win that match too. He would have hit that swanton, it would have been over, and the boss, whoa.
Oh, wait a minute! I think he just went after somebody at the timekeeper's table. Now he's flipped the timetable. He's throwing chairs around. He's going after Bob Ortiz.
Ortiz needs to get out of there.
Napalm Bomb is snapping. Pushes John Finnegan away. What is going on? Oh, no. This could get ugly. Give Sonny credit to at least direct him back toward the locker room, but he put himself in harm's way. And more chairs thrown. Napalm is furious. The losing streak continues, and he vented at all the wrong people. It's an unfortunate occurrence. You hate to see it happen, but you can understand the frustrations. of the Napalm Bomb. Well, one match in the books. Up next, folks, we are going to kick off what I believe will be a career-defining stretch of competition for two men with a long history in this company. Best of 5 Golden Opportunity Series, your next matchup.